My name is Sirena Aboudi. I have depression and PTSD. I sink so low sometimes that I feel paralyzed, stuck in cement, black clouds surrounding, tears rising up from that wretched, sad place. The depressive state began as early as 6 years old, maybe sooner, I don't know. The biggest challenge then was just staying alive. My older brother was physically and verbally abusive. My response was to fight back, run and hide, scream for help. It was a family secret. What would people think? People used to ignore the abuse back then, and I learned to ignore the blows, the shoves, the sharp-pointed objects, the ugly, defacing words. Mortal combat became the norm in that house. As a child, you only think about running away where it was safe. So I spent a lot of time alone in the forest. Depression followed me into adolescence and adulthood. I went to college, worked, and had a baby. Death at times seemed like the only alternative to my constant search for love, rescue, validation. I moved around a lot, not feeling at home anywhere for long. Then in 2005, my dad died. He came to say goodbye to me just before the dawn. I woke up to the sound of his distinct, graveling voice calling, "Sirena!" I opened my eyes and saw a white, smoky light pass over my head and drift softly away. I felt an overwhelming sense of calm, and I said, "Oh, Daddy died." And I went peacefully back to sleep. His visit that morning triggered a memory of a profound experience I had as a young child, that has since helped me through the darkest times. One lovely summer day, when I was nearly 4 years old, my dearest father took me out into a wooden rowboat. He stood up, lifted me up, and threw me through the air and into the water. I sank down almost to the bottom, but not quite enough to touch it with my feet. I looked up and saw the sunlight reflecting on the surface. I crawled my way up and up to the top, emerging through to what I realized now was safety. I saw my dad staring intensely at me, not saying a word, his loving brown eyes guiding me. I swam fearlessly and naturally back to the boat. My dad's strong arms lifted me high onto the seat beside him, and we rowed back to the shore. I felt then what it meant to trust myself, my instincts, and to trust my dad, and what it felt to feel safe and to be loved. When I feel overwhelming sadness and agonizing despair, I bring back that memory of that summer day. God's love shone through my father's eyes that day. In the long, dark nights, when I feel myself sinking to the bottom, in those darkest moments, I know my instincts and my courage will get me through on top again. out of the murkiness, my feet never touching the muddy bottom. I remember my dad standing in the boat, ready to jump in if need be. I feel loved and protected. I recall his kind and wise words. Trust yourself, Sirena, and know that all will be well. I look up and feel the light, my energy rising through my body, shaking off the heaviness of life into the sunshine again. I am a survivor. I rise to the light.